Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is SaulApeMan, and I'm a sitting president of Polish Para-Rifle University. In this video, yes, I'm going to answer the question that I get often in my Twitch chat. Saul, how to counter Pali rifle as undead? And ladies and gentlemen, there are many different ways. And basically, what I did, I took Happy idea, because Happy plays versus Pala Rifle. He used to play versus Pala Rifle from time to time because he was playing on Warcraft Champions versus Mighty Professor Lemes, and Mr. Happy was always playing Dreadlord first with some interesting strategy choice. I took this strategy in my recent game versus Oli, and I was able to make it a little bit more simple, and I still made some mistakes that I'm going to point out. And this is basically a quite simple and effective strategy versus Pali rifle. And ladies and gentlemen, you may say, Saul, but why are not just showing Happy versus Lemes? Of course, I can make a video like that. The replays are still on the website, but you may also say that Happy is 3000 MMR, Professor Lemes 2200, 2300 MMR, so it's like a big difference. And me versus Oli, we are on similar level. My undead and Oli Pala rifle. I mean, Oli can be probably higher MMR than me, but I know how to play versus Pali rifle, so we kinda even out here. So now I'm going to explain you the details, so I'm going to speed up the replay, and after these details, I'm just going to put you my my live reaction because I was playing this replay on stream. So if we know that we are playing versus Para Rifle at start, we are going for the Dreadlord, and yes, we need to know that we are playing versus Pali Rifle players on the loading screen, because we are not going for Dreadlord often. And because we expect there is Pala rifle, so we are investing a lot into Dreadlord, so we are not going to scout early, because I want to have a lot of goods, I want to have a healthy lumber economy. That's why I'm not making Acolytes number 6 just yet. We are going to make Acolyte number 6 around 16 supply. We are opening with the second ghoul, now the time is for the Dreadlord. And ladies and gentlemen, remember, what is very important, versus Pali rifle player, you don't need Ziggurat early. You just don't need Ziggurat early. You need to go for the Haunted Gold Mine. I'm talking about structures that we're going to make on expansion. So when the camp is hard, like here on Concealed Hill, we are taking 3 ghouls with us, with the Dreadlord. If the map is easier to expand, we are taking 2 ghouls. Of course, the Acolyte number 6 needs to be done early, because we need to prepare the corpses. And as we can see, this is very important, we need a Ritual Dagger, and we need 1 Sacrificial Skull and 1 Rod of Necromancy. Now, ladies and gentlemen, with Dreadlord, we skill sleep first, we are sleeping the Gnoll Overseer, and of course, we are killing the rest of the monsters. And remember, don't make Ziggurat, just wait for your Haunted Gold Mine, and this is what we are getting. Micro on the ghouls could be a little bit better, because now we are getting to the second most important part. First thing first, remember to skill a Carrion Swarm. Vampiric Aura is not good enough. Vampiric Aura can help you a little bit, but Carrion Swarm is much better, because on level 3 we are going to skill Carrion Swarm. And now, what Happy is doing? Because we don't want to give Pala Rifle player easy creeping, we are going to attack Pala Rifle player now, because if we take a lot of ghouls, we have sleep surrounds, we have skeletons, and we are not going to allow Pala Rifle player to connect to our expansion, right? That's why if we attack early, then we don't need to worry for the Ziggurat. So that's why I like those strategies. But remember, we need to take every single ghoul, and I'm talking about every single ghoul. I left 1 red HP ghoul, but that's fine. And in this game, my scouting was a little bit off, so basically I just went blindly to my opponent. I'm preparing a new skeletons, and because I was waiting for the ghouls as well, and now I'm together. And ladies and gentlemen, I made another mistake in this game. Instead of just attacking Pala Rifle player outside of his base, I kinda went for the laming option, and I don't really like the laming option, but I was able to cancel the tower, I was able to kill 1 worker with the Carrion Swarm. This is fine. And ladies and gentlemen, now the Pala Rifle player came, and look, this is my mistake. I'm fighting versus Pala Rifle player in his base. Mr. Oli is not pulling militia, and I went for the Pala Rifle surround, which will cost me 3 ghouls. 3 ghouls it will cost me, but Mr. Oli will be on low HP, so that's something. But I gave Paladin a lot of experience. So if you can execute this better, if you can just creep jack the Pala Rifle player, it's much better for you. So don't duplicate my mistake, just scout. And we don't really want to lame the economy. We want to go for the Paladin. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we kinda can't go near to the Pala Rifle player, so we just going to creep. Because we are making a lot of ghouls, we already can tech. And remember, this is important. Tech first, then go for the graveyard, then go for another crypt, and we are not going to make any feats, we are just going to make ghouls. And I missed rally my ghouls because I was busy creeping, so yes, don't recreate my mistakes. And ladies and gentlemen, we are just creeping. That's it. Just creeping. Just creeping. By the way, if I could replay this game, I would creep the shop, because I would like to leave 2 small camps close to my base, and I will explain you later, because remember, we don't want to have too much lumber, and at some point on this game, I will just wait with my ghouls. So instead of waiting with them, because I don't want to fight Pala Rifle player before I have Ghoul Frenzy, I could just proxy creep with my ghouls, while my Dreadlord and the towers would deal with the Paladin. But I will highlight this idea later. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just creeping. I'm not going to harass the Pala Rifle player. I'm not going to cross the map. I just want to get my level 3. And as we can see, I'm investing a lot into defensive structures at the expansion. What do you need to have at the expansion? 3 Ziggurats, 1 Necropolis in front, and 1 in defensive position shop, Tomb of Relics. And remember, the only 1 Nerubian tower is needed, and besides that, go for the Spirit Towers. And it depends. Some Pala Rifle players are smart and they'll try to attack your main base if they like force 3 towers at the expansion. So you can go for at least 1 Spirit Tower and wait with the other one to see where Pala Rifle player will go. And that's why you need kinda early graveyard to at least be able to make this 1 Spirit Tower. And why exactly, I will explain you later. And ladies and gentlemen, when we're going to get our tier 2, we are going to invest our gold in mana potions. Oh yes, mana potions. Basically, this is the answer to the Pala Rifle problem. As we can see, ladies and gentlemen, I'm creeping, and look, Oli is fast. Oli is fast, and look, I'm making 2 Spirit Towers at my expansion, and he's already pushing me with the rifles. And now, what happy strategy is like? Why the happy strategy is cool? Because, ladies and gentlemen, he is not going to fight with the ghouls, he's just going to buy time until tier 3, so there will be a lot of time with those 3 towers and with the constant Carrion Swarm usage. Pala Rifle can heal a single target by a lot, but Pala Rifle player can't AoE heal, right? And Carrion Swarm you can just cast from the distance, and that's what I'm going to do, I hope, in this replay. Look, so I'm just going to use Carrion Swarm, and I'm going back. I don't want to let him kill my ghouls, because then my power spike with Ghoul Frenzy will be lower. And look at this, ladies and gentlemen, I have my Spirit Tower ready, and look, the rifles are getting a little bit lower, and yes, Pala Rifle player can heal the rifles, no problem here. And look, I'm going to buy, I hope, double mana potion. I'm going to buy double mana potion, and look at this Carrion Swarm. Look at this Carrion Swarm, and the damage from the tower is already there. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going for tier 3, and I'm just making ghouls. I'm just making ghouls. And at this moment, I should just spam my mana potions. I made a mistake because I didn't buy the mana potions here, but Pala Rifle player is killing my second shop, which is not that bad. And as I told you, in this particular moment, imagine if I had this camp open and that camp open, I could just creep them with my ghouls to get level 4 on my Dreadlord, so I can unlock the Vampiric Aura. And from my experience, if we want to defend versus this push, we don't go for the Slaughterhouse. We don't go for the Slaughterhouse. Instead of making Slaughterhouse, I prefer to make a Creep Lord, because I'm going to impale Carrion Swarm those rifles to buy even more time, and just spend all the gold on the potions of mana. And remember that we can start upgrading our ghouls. So yes, this is what's going to happen here. I'm just going to dance. And my opponent is making proxy workshop. Okay, this Canyon Swarm was so by the way. He should start with the proxy shop. I don't know if he's making proxy shop for the scroll of the region. And ladies and gentlemen, look, my expansion is not in trouble. He needs to make the workshop, and look, another Carrion Swarm, and yes, Blood Mage is draining some mana, but slowly mana on the Pala Rifle player is going down, and I'm just waiting. Look at those beautiful ghouls, look at those beautiful ghouls. Look at those beautiful ghouls. I'm already breaking the supply. I think it's a good idea. I should go for the upgrades earlier, I think. And with the Criplord, with the Dreadlord, I can just... This Impale was bad, by the way, but with this Impale I was able to kill something, so it wasn't that bad after all. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm just waiting for this game to end, basically. Because my Ghoul Frenzy is coming soon. Oh yes, the Ghoul Frenzy is coming soon. So yes, Pala Rifle player has one mortar team, but I can just repair. If I want, I can just make one additional acolyte, and I can just repair, ladies and gentlemen. I can just repair. The mortar team is annoying. And look, I told you I have 2,500 lumber, so definitely this strategy is not optimal. And the most important upgrade in the game, Ghoul Frenzy, is almost online. I have 66 supply of beautiful ghouls. Probably I should go for like one heal scroll. And look at this. Look at this beautiful fight. Look at this beautiful fight. I have Impale. Maybe I should wait with the Impale, because look, I impaled 2 units only, so maybe I should wait just to stop the mana drain on the Blood Mage. And another Carrion Swarm, and yes, look at mana on the Pala Rifle player. And basically my ghouls are just marching. The Cannon Tower is of course strong, this Professor Lemes addition, but this Cannon Tower is not that dangerous, and yes, we are making more and more ghouls. I don't like upgrades on my ghouls, it should be more. And ladies and gentlemen, we still have double base, and our opponent has no such thing. And look, the rifles are dying. By the way, we can add leech now, because yes, we just need to spend mana quickly. The Paladin is going to survive, but barely, and yes, our supply lead is strong. And now we can consider going Abominations, because Mass Abominations is of course better, and than Ghouls in the late game. And ladies and gentlemen, we just killed the very important heroes, and now I can kill human structures. And yes, we can easily out-micro the Cannon Tower. And now what is dangerous, our opponent can go for Gryphons, so we need to scout. Is he going tier 3 or not? Because Mr. Oli is staying in this game. And what is the best versus Gryphons? There are many options. We can go for the Gargs, for example. We can go for Fiends, you know, so our ghouls can attack. So our ghouls can attack webbed Gryphons. And remember that the human player invested a lot of lumber here, so I feel that I can just push the human player base and basically not let him to go for the Gryphons easily. And I see only one tower, so one tower is nothing. Look how much lame I have. Impale, Nova, look at this. Every single peasant is almost dying. And economy of Mr. Oli is terrible here. He was trying to go to the tier 3 to add the Gryphons. And ladies and gentlemen, I have just too many ghouls. 2-1 ghouls with Vampiric Aura. Lich is ready to spend the mana. I didn't even buy the Orb of Corruption, but I think that was a mistake. I'm happy with my macro. I have this expansion now. And Pala Rifle player is kiting back. Pala Rifle player will be able to kill some ghouls, but I have so much stuff that basically I'm not worried. Pala Rifle player is not mining any gold, and we are just killing unit after unit. And in my opinion about Death Knight, we don't need Death Knight. We don't want to heal the ghouls. We need to make Pala Rifle player suffer. Paladin goes down, and GG will be called soon. And ladies and gentlemen, actually we went through this replay nicely, so I am just going to leave it like that. I'm not going to put my live gameplay. And, you know, you can do some tweaks to this idea. You can go like a Criplord first, but then you don't have this cool thing with just spamming Carrion Swarm over and over again. and my impays were like not that great, and as I told you, when Pala Rifle player was pushing here, I could basically creep with my ghouls. And if I would be like the best player ever, I could even add a backpack to like bring the items, even sell the items, I don't know. There is a lot of options to it, and can Pala Rifle player kinda adjust to it? Probably with some better micro. He can probably attack my main to force more towers, but the idea is similar. I just sit behind and I spam the mana potions, and Pala Rifle player is not going to push me that easily. Guys, let me know in the comments, do you want to see more content like that? How to beat the Pala Rifle from the Pala Rifle player perspective and from the like a random player perspective, because I'm a random player. Thank you for watching, it was a pleasure, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.